some technical difficulties this morning. Almost ready to go. Talking about peace today. Good morning, everybody. A little tired. Today. Hang out with the monkeys. All right, let's get this going. Talk about peace today. Good morning, Brother Augustine. How you doing? Peace. What is peace? World peace, local peace. Marriage peace. Maybe is it a political party peace? I don't think there's political party peace right now. I don't think that exists. That's fake news. There's no political party peace yet. You gotta have peace. People, if you don't have peace, you have nothing. Trust me, nothing. Gotta have peace. I'm in this discussion with a good brother about peace right now. I told him I have total peace. He's asking, what is total peace? So I'm thinking about peace today. We could get into the news. That might happen. That could happen. I think we need to talk peace and calm. Talked about a little while ago. I put my peace in places you can't have. It's not yours. Not your peace. Not your peace. It's not your peace. You can't have my peace. I did a video a long time ago. Remember, we had a talk, we had a good discussion about joy. Very relational. I put my joy in places it's not for you. My joy is mine. You can't have mine. Because you know what the thing is? If somebody takes your peace, they own you. If somebody can touch your joy, they own you. What is peace? What is peace? About peace today. That was my question this morning. What is peace? I ask questions. I want to know the answer. Ooh, I already got a couple good answers. Like Linda came right out the cut. Michelle, Corneo, and Jason. What answers down here too? What is peace? We can't get world peace. You can't have relationship peace. You can't have marriage peace. You can't have political party peace. You can't have peace in politics. You can't have national peace. You can't have state peace. You can't have local peace. You can't have neighborhood peace or community peace. If you don't have peace. What is peace? All right, let me get all my devices up and going while I got all the bestest brains on the planet thinking about this peace stuff. We don't get to talk about anything better until we find world peace. I mean, it is, what year is it, somebody? Is it 2018? Not sure I believe in years anymore. Years might be fake news. The world didn't start when you said it started. Just because you dominated the world, you don't get to do that. Let me share this out to a couple pages. I forget to share my own daggone video. Just appreciate anybody sharing. I forget sometimes. Peace. If we don't have peace, it's all over. It's all over, people. Gotta get our peace. All right. That's what the brother was asking me. He said, what is total peace? All right, let's get into it. Because I told him, I said, you know, I have total peace. He says, nobody has peace, not with everything that's happening in the world. We don't have peace. I think we manifest things, people. I know it sounds crazy, and we go back and forth. People want to know, well, what religion are you? I'm not a religion. I'm a human being, man. I'm not a religion. I don't think that, I don't know if religions exist. I don't think the word makes sense. I think people, they confuse a lot of things, and we've made love and spiritual things tribal, and I think that's a mistake. So where do I get my peace? It's based in some spirituality. I know, man, his friends are upset, but meh. I think peace is meh. You gotta have peace with that. Sometimes you gotta have peace with people being upset with you. I mean, I do get my peace from like a spiritual place, I think. I won't say it's Christianity. I say I'm a spiritual cat that believes in Christ, and I leave it at that. I don't align myself with religions because I don't like putting my integrity out there like that. It doesn't mean atheists can't have peace, right? Because you could be agnostic. You don't think peace is being okay maybe with where the world is right now. This is what I was trying to tell the brother. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with all of it. I'm not okay with what people do. I'm not okay with what political parties do. Not okay with what we do collectively to other people. But I'm at peace with it. I think one of his responses to me was, he said, what about pain? Human beings, we fear pain. We fear pain. I don't want to be in pain. I don't like pain. You think I like being oppressed and abused in a country with almost no freedom? No, I don't like that. But it's where we are. And I think you got to just be in where you are and have peace with that. We can build a better world, but we're not going to build a better world fighting each other, being outraged and angry. Some pain is natural. Some pain has to come. For me, I know that I got to feel some pain, right? Because I know the comforts I've had my whole life were based on other smaller nations, weaker nations, not weak, not mentally, just weak in terms of military. They couldn't withstand the colonizers who ran my government, right? You can't withstand them today. And I can't have peace with being complicit with stealing somebody else's peace. I think there's a certain amount of pain that you got to be willing to deal with, right? Because we feel this as a family, right? We are a world family. Does not a husband step in front of an abuser who's coming for his wife? Shoot, some big girls out there. Some of the women, some of the women step in the way of an abusive man coming for her husband. Yeah, I got a lot of bodybuilding friends. They don't play. Fight like a girl. Some girls can fight, boy. You seen that little girl doing a karate? Oh my goodness, she beat the heck out of this little boy. But peace is sometimes accepting that you gotta feel pain. You gotta feel a little pain. Maybe a loaf of bread's not supposed to be 99 cents. Maybe we gotta take it on the chin. And I'm at peace with that. I'm not upset. That doesn't bother me. What bothers me is staying the course of stealing other people's peace. Because I think a lot of peace, I think it's the opposite of a violation. Right? Like if you're violated, you feel no peace. You don't feel peace, right? If you're violating others, you shouldn't feel any peace, right? I think peace is the opposite of violence. I think world peace works the same way. I'm about to get in trouble. But this is what I do. I got to think through stuff. Y'all got to help me. Help me out here. So I posted this meme. I'm about to post it on my page now. Because I know what y'all about to do. I know I'm watching you. I know y'all going to do the same thing for Nikki Haley you did for John McCain. Same thing they did for Barack Obama. The same thing they did for George Bush. The same thing they did for Tony Blair. The same thing they do for Gorbachev. I don't know. I know what y'all about to do. I know. Y'all going to honor the war criminal. That's what you're going to do. We're going to do that. I know we're going to do that. But before I post that meme and get in some trouble, I want to talk about what peace is. Because you can't talk about war criminals. Because war is a crime. Like, what is a war criminal? If crime is a war, if war is a crime, then war criminal doesn't exist because you're already a criminal. You're already involved in it. There's no such thing as a war crime. I think there are peace violators. I think it works the same way on the abusive husband level as it does on the national level. You don't have that peace. Someone who violates another person's peace would be that war criminal. It would be the criminal, right? And who, I don't know about your government. In Washington, my government, all the time, violate everybody's peace. Every administration, all the damn time. in the country, in the state. Washington's not a state. Maryland next to it. In Maryland, Virginia, they violate the peace. Yemen, they pay for it. Violate the peace all over Africa and the Middle East. They're violators. They're completely violent. I think peace is the opposite of violence. So yeah, Haley's a war criminal. I don't think because she's a bad person, like I don't think Barack Obama's a bad person. I don't think Trump is a bad person. I just think the job now is no peace. The job now is violence, right? Whether you're in the Senate or Congress, whatever. That's why I don't really blame these politicians, but you're not going to get me honoring them. You're not going to get me worshiping and then shed a tear Nikki Haley's leaving. That's just not going to happen. That is so not going to happen. You didn't do it. No, I've got Barack Obama out. I'm not going to do it when Trump leaves. I don't believe in murdering kids. I don't believe that's a good thing. I think that's a violation. I think starving people is a violation. I think endless war is a violation. But if we don't have peace on a local level, how can we expect our government to dull out peace if we're not even peaceful? If we don't know how to not violate our neighbors, people different than us, different religion, no religion. If we don't know how to not support wars, or wars of their body, vaccines, chemical drugs, forcing them to live like us, forcing them to do on their own, in their own house, how we do in our house, forcing them to take on our culture. If we don't have states of peace in ourselves, yeah, I think we're more prone probably to being violent. Do you have peace with yourself? Do you love yourself? Were you raised in love? Like we got into a good discussion on the thread. We were talking about feminism. I didn't say not feminism necessarily. We were talking about breastfeeding in public. Man, that's crazy. Me starting the thread on breastfeeding. I want to know everything. I'm sorry, I do. The older I get, I want to know. Because if you don't ask people, you don't ever get to know. Start the thread, ask the question. If we are raising little girls, this is my summary of all what I see all my sisters posting. If we are raising little girls to feel their body is sexual, will they have peace? Do we just raise them to be like us? Do we give them this paternal, this male-oriented rearing that makes them feel not at peace with themselves? They can't do what a man can do. They can't show what a man can show. And now I'm not saying people stop pulling out your movies. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's not my choice. I'm saying it's not society's choice, it's not your choice. If I, as a man, can have peace, right? I'm saying I'm working out, it's hot, working out, moving some bricks, moving some concrete, doing something I like to do, making ponds or something. I get hot, I can take my shirt off. I can show my nipples. I can pull them out. I don't care. I'm not going to prison. Why can't a woman do that? I know it's different context slightly, but no, women, they do construction. Some of my friends are female construction workers, right? Electricians do heavy lifting, drive heavy machinery. What if it gets hot? Why can't they take their shirt off? Somebody said in New York, they just arrested somebody. Do we raise little girls to feel ashamed of their bodies? Or do we not do the same thing to little boys? Now, I'm not saying for a new to society. I don't know that I'm going there. I'm just saying, I'm wondering, do we raise people to not be at peace with themselves? Are we raising people with psychological problems, illnesses, conditions of no peace? Right? Like there was just a mental illness conference. Where was it? I think it was in Europe or somewhere. I posted a link. I was listening to it this morning. They said in 2030, assuming we're all still here, I don't think we'll be here. I think some scientists saying the human race is going to go extinct in 2 years. I have to pay. I haven't looked into that, the guys who were saying that, but we're still here in 2030. They said that the #1 mental illness in the world is going to be depression. Do we even have societies that allow human beings to live like human beings if so many are depressed? Peace is being content with who we are, Sister Mary's saying. Peace is definitely being content with who you are, right? Because you can't love yourself if you're not content with who you are. If you feel you got to change, you feel you got to be taller, got to be a short collar, got to have bigger boobies, got to get the face done, change this, got to grow your genitals out. I don't know. They got pills for that stuff now. I don't know. I mean, I think it's okay to do all of that. You should love yourself for who you are, right? You should be at total peace. Because if you're not at peace with yourself, then you're existing in a state of violence, right? You're always violating yourself, or you feel forced to. Let's say that. I'm not saying to go be better is a bad thing, but you should be at peace with who you are. And if you feel that going to have some plastic surgery makes you better, then that's a good thing. You're just adding to what was already okay. What was already good. Okay is the wrong word. So if you have a state of peace in you, you can be okay with other people, right? And if you're okay with other people, then you don't really have to violate them, do you? Oh, let me get off. I got my peace monkey behind. Got my peace monkeys. Y'all like the peace monkeys? They're hanging out. They're like, they're not worried about like tigers back there, lions. That's okay. We might have to run. Might have to jump, swing from some trees. For right now, we got peace. I think we have to have total peace just to get along with each other. But if we don't have peace within ourselves, within our communities, our states, our nation, world peace is a fantasy. It can't even exist. Let me change my background. Let me see if I had another one I wanted to. I don't want to be the monkeys right now. I had another picture I thought was interesting. Not this guy. Is it this one? Nope, that's not it. That's not it. All right, let's do the lions. Why do lions have peace? Why can they just lay in the road like that? Just lay. Perhaps they know some cars ain't coming. Human beings, we're laying in the road. Cars are coming. Human labor is going away. Corporations are always coming for us, trying to kill us. And we got political parties and people that are constantly voting for them, trying to run us over, trying to run the hell out of human labor, just trying to kill everybody. That's okay. Automate humans out of life, living, jobs and stuff. The lions have peace. They're just laying down. They're not letting you get to them. They got that inner peace. It's okay. We're a pride. Damn it. That Jeep come. They got crunchy on the outside, a little juicy on the inside, though. Y'all see that picture of the tiger that jumped up and tried to grab the guy off the top of the safari truck? They got peace with that. But my peace comes from accepting that we are where we're supposed to be for right now. We might be in a better place later. We definitely won't be in a better place later if we're still fighting with each other. So you gotta have peace. It's hard to do sometimes. I look at the pictures and like I said, I look at these little kids in these places like Gaza and the different places where they're hurting people. It's hard, but you have to have peace that this is just where the human race is for the moment. It's just where the planet is for the moment. We can move it beyond that, but we have to understand that this is where we are. I want to show you something. I have something to show you. There's always some positive stuff going on. I did look at the news this morning. War. Praise Nikki Haley, a war criminal. Praise McCain, all bow your head, Praise Obama, stuff like that. Peace. I think if you have peace, you can help other people. Let's go to Chicago. I got to show you something. I want to show you something. Let me see if I'm set up to show you this here.
We know.
This actually gets to a deployable solution. We actually talk about solutions a lot. Here we go, right here, Chicago. I've been to Chicago. Chi-Town! Chi-Town. It's a good example. This one right here. This is it right here. Check this out.
On a tree-lined street in one of America's most massive cities lies a sanctuary where it's okay not to be okay.
Where our slogan, "It's okay not to be okay," comes from is me just being like, damn it, why couldn't these people just know they could talk about things, you know? Why did my uncle drink himself to death? Why did my aunt, you know, not speak up about needing to be on meds and also her alcohol abuse and causing a chemical imbalance in her body and unfortunately gassing herself in a garage, you know? Like, I had friends who, you know, put guns to their head, you know?
Welcome to Sip of Hope, the world's first mental health cafe, where every cent of proceeds from every cup goes to suicide prevention and mental health education. It's run by Hope for the Day, the mental health nonprofit Johnny
allows them to be equipped with the tools to have a conversation like we're supposed to be having every day. But sadly, we've neglected that as a society. We have displaced that conversation. And now we're starting to see the unfortunate side effects of it. You know, suicide rates are higher than ever.
Every day in the United States, 121 people commit suicide, 800,000 a year worldwide.
Let me stop for a minute, because see, this is interesting to me. Because we're talking about peace, and we talk about models for peace, right? If you have peace, you don't hurt yourself. 8,000 people a day kill themselves. Who knows how many actually try? We talked about that. That's a fake news statistic, right? Because nobody has any idea what that number actually is, because usually those numbers exclude the third world. I found this interesting because this is a business model helping people to find peace. There are a lot of good solutions out there. We don't deploy them. This happens to be a nonprofit. I think you can make profit. I've got my capitalist friends here. I think you can make profit and still help bring peace. You just have to model that benefits from the peace, right? You have to have a model. You don't have to give all your money away. You don't have to get a nonprofit. But maybe you have to have limits to the amount of greed that you take in. You have a cap, a greed cap, and the rest you give back. So every cup they give back to people who don't have peace. They have peace. Bobby Boucher is his name. He has peace. And now he's deploying solutions to bring peace to more people. A loaf of bread is $5.50 here in California. Blue Lady 22 on YouTube. That is insane. I had no idea. That's insane. That's why I don't live in California. I love y'all, California. I'm not living out there. I think our bread loaves are like $1. There's no peace in $5.50 bread. That's not peace. I'm thinking about that. Oh my God, that's ugly. Really? Just, we're in California. I need to know so I can never go there. That's not peace. Trying to raise a family, single parent. $5.50 a loaf? Yeah, it's gonna get bad. Take it on the chin. You better start growing wheat again. Learn how to make some bread. He said Nikki was fired. Okay, well, I don't. You know what? It's political, Blue Lady 22. So I'm not so interested in the politics of it. I just know that she did the job precisely how she was supposed to, which is precisely how her predecessor did the job, which is precisely how the predecessor before them did the job. Because peace is not on the agenda. War, violation is on the agenda. Lying and getting us to kill and murder more people and violate more people. It's like a home invasion, like we talk about. That's what these wars and these invasions are. So I'm not anti-Nikki. I'm just being real with what that position actually does and what that position has always done. Not anti-Trump, not anti-Obama. I'm just trying to be realistic. Not anti-May, not anti-Putin. It's just that we don't have peace on the local level, so we can't expect there to be any peace at any level higher. So I think we got to talk about peace. Peace is the condition of not violating anybody else. World peace is easy. But you got to have personal peace. You got to have personal peace. And then roll out perhaps models of societies and businesses that give others peace. That's why I talk about the resource-based economy, the gift-based economy. Because, you know, here's the truth of it. You know what the truth is? I don't care what Americans say. You know why I don't care what old Americans say right now? Because y'all are embracing capitalism like this is capitalism and it's not. This is crony capitalism and you think it's going to stay. It's not staying. I'm going to tell you something. It's not staying. You know why? Because the millennials, you know what the millennials want? And they're going to be the biggest voting bloc in, was it 2020? You know what they want? You know what they want, don't you? They want socialism. It doesn't matter what you want. It's what they want. So you can fight for crony capitalism and call it capitalism all you want. They'll get what they want for a minute. Then they'll roll out the robot economy and you'll really see what the corporations are up to. Getting rid of human beings. If we don't have peace and we can't talk to each other, we don't get to make it. I have peace with that too. I have peace with all of it. Deborah asked, stop it, girl, stop it. She has my peace with okra. No, I'm not. Not in no peace with no damn okra. Okra shouldn't exist. Like I said, it should die on the vine. Okra's not a plant. It's a poison. It's a crunchy shell with a slug in it. No, I'm not at peace with okra. Ain't no peace with okra in my gut. The only time, okay, there was one time I had peace with okra in my gut. That's because I put it in a smoothie with some good old delicious avocados and bananas, and you know, we got to make peace with it. You know what? And that's a good example, sister, because that's a good example. Sometimes you got to make peace with things. I was at peace with okra that day. I made a smoothie and I drank it. One of my friends gave me an okra challenge. Well, if you think you can put anything in a smoothie and drink it, you drink an okra smoothie. Damn it, I made it, made a video, posted online. I did it. I made peace with the okra that day. I'm just not supposed to be okra every day. So I ain't never doing that mess again, a nasty mess. But I didn't taste it. I didn't taste it. Why didn't I taste it? I hid the nasty flavor really, really well. Really well. I hid it. And all types of good things. I focused on the good. Oh, let's think about that. I focused my taste buds on the good. Think about a kid in a war-torn area. A kid in, say, Afghanistan, place where we're just toppling things, just causing mass chaos and violating people everywhere. You know, they're actually converting some of the shelters in Afghanistan to children's shelters to try to help their child soldiers find peace and come back to being human beings, that we're making them into monsters by destroying their country. But you have to find peace even in that. What moved me not too long ago is they had a picture of, I don't know where the kids were. It was one of the countries that America's destroying with Britain and France and Germany. But the kids were playing in rubble. You know, it was just after an attack. And the kids, they had the ball and they were kicking it and they were making games around the rubble. You gotta have peace with it. Okra was America, and their bombs and their dumb, ignorant drone wars, their violations. And the kids found peace with it. They found a way to take that ugly, nasty, vomit vegetable and put a little sugar in there. Got a little banana sugar, a little nutty flavor from the avocado. You gotta make peace. You gotta make a peace smoothie. The world is crap. The world is okra. All right, I'm gonna stop. No okra thugging. No okra, y'all. I'm gonna hit my okra hate button. Y'all can't hate on me. I don't do no okra. Listen, you gotta make a smoothie with this life. It's like a marriage. Take the good with the bad. Unless you cook okra. She cook okra. Yeah, I'm sorry. Take the good with the bad. Take the good with the bad. It's the only way you'll find peace. The only way you find peace. All right. Only way you'll find peace. I get some sort of disease condition. You know, plants heal everything. Okra has a compound that's going to help me with my Democrat, Republicanism, schism, right? All up in my lungs. Yeah, I'll eat the okra. I eat it. I'll find peace with it. I will. But peace is important. Peace is very important. You got to make peace in your current circumstances. And we can. We just have to focus on what's good. Good things happen. Good things happen every day. Like this brother right here. Let's finish this story. I'll run off into another little rant. Good things happen every day. Sometimes you focus on the good, but you got to put your peace in a place where nobody can have it. It's not your business to touch my peace. Keep your hands to yourself. You don't get to touch my joy. Damn it. I got a constitution and a bill of rights. You're not supposed to be in my joy. Not supposed to be in my house. Not supposed to be in my drawers. Not supposed to be in women's bras. Oh, look at that. That rhyme. Look. That rhyme. You're not supposed to. Not supposed to be in anybody's gun closet. Not supposed to be in women's wombs. You're not supposed to be in anybody's country. You're not supposed to be in their government. You're not supposed to be meddling in their life. You're not supposed to be any of that. Not supposed to be. We're not supposed to be. Where's she at? Linda, where you at? Not supposed to be. Not supposed to be. You're not, well, I got her. She here, right? Where Linda? Where Linda? Where Linda? There she go. Linda, you in the background. You need to come forward, girl. Linda, where you at? Not supposed to be. Where's she at? She. Nah, there she go. About the way. Not supposed to be. You're not supposed to be in anybody's drawers. Not supposed to be in anybody's marriage. Not supposed to be. Not supposed to be in anybody's country. You're not supposed to be in anybody's political party. Literally, not supposed to be. Not supposed to be anyone's political party. Seriously. Not supposed to be. All right, let me go to the news. I'm sorry. Let me finish this article. Not supposed to be. It's a violation. Anytime you're in somebody else's something, you're causing problems. You're not supposed to be there. It's not your body. It's not your place. We got to learn to live as non-violators. On that level, are we not all war criminals? It's not telling somebody else what to do war. Think about that. Let's finish this video. This is a good solution. I love this guy right here.
For every one of them, 200 try and fail.
The idea is to reach people where they are. People who aren't necessarily looking for a mental health consultation, but maybe just a cup of coffee and a conversation.
Here, the entryway is lined with information for the ailing, and the baristas are trained to direct customers to mental health centers and funding as they fill their cups.
They're talking about things like depression, they're talking about things like suicide, they're talking about things, bipolar illnesses, kind of the whole run of different types of mental illnesses and different types of mental crises that people may be having, anxiety, depression, all those things.
It's a place where the brew can come with a potentially life-saving conversation and a link to help and health, all for the price of a cup of coffee. John Hendren, Al Jazeera, Chicago.
Powerful. Powerful. Good people. Good people doing good things. Linda, get off my screen. Hold on. Good people doing good things. Find your peace and deploy more peace. If you are somebody who is in tap with it, if you know what you're doing on this planet, if you know what you're doing in this world, if you know how to find peace, I think it's your obligation to help others find it, not to outrage others, make them upset. I don't think that's your job. I don't think your job is to get behind politicians that have violation plans. Think about it like that. Like I said, vote sentient. I got in a lot of trouble. People yelling, screaming at me. Sister Rebecca here. But you vote every day. That's how I back out of it. I didn't say vote election. I say vote every day. Vote every day. It's real, but that is real. Vote every day. But vote for no violations. Vote for corporations who are doing good things to help people. Vote for, if you want to call them leaders, I don't believe in it. I'm an adult. I don't need a leader. Nobody need to lead me nowhere. Hold on. We got some guests today. Mama said, you don't need to be led no more. Mama said that you grown. Act like you grown. Mama said it. Mama said you ain't no child. Mama said to help people. Mama said don't be cruel. Don't be cruel. Isn't that a song? Mama said. Peace. Be still. Because if you're not still, you're being controlled. They're pulling your puppet strings. half of the morning, got people mad at me because I don't like no Obama's job. The other half of the day, people don't like me because I'm happy Nikki's gone, but I'm saying it's not going to change anything. The other half of the day, people are flipping out about Kavanaugh. Have peace, because all they want you to do is be upset because they just want to control you. They want to get you outraged. Because they can get you outraged, then you're not worried about handing anybody else any peace because you're living in a state of violation. You always feel violated. And so you're willing to violate other people, mama said. Don't violate nobody. All right, let me stop. Okay. I have peace, man. You got to lay in the road. Lay in the road like a lion. Just lay down here with them. Just lay down here, right here with them. Lay down right here. Yeah, we might get up and bite the hell out of somebody later. Not right now. Let's get out, bite the Republicans. I don't want to bite no Republicans. They nasty. You ever taste a Republican? They taste a little tangy. I don't. Lions. Let's go get the Democrats, the damn liberals. Nah, I don't think so. They work for the same people. Plus, them liberals, they don't brush their teeth. They nasty anyway. Breath function. All right, let me stop with that. No, I won't get up, bite nobody. We might have to bite somebody later, not right now. Not now. The pride is not together. The human pride isn't together. The human pride is divided. We got the lions fighting each other, the males. We got the big females fighting each other. Nobody's protecting the cubs. Nobody's watching the cubs. Nobody's looking out for the future. Nobody's talking gift-based or resource-based economy. No one's talking about what you're going to do about the robots and automation. So no, I'm not getting up. I'm going to lay down right here with... I'm going to lay down and rest. Get my rest. Because you know what? Because when I got to get up, then I'm going to bite. Till then, we just going to make jokes, make a bunch of memes, kind of laugh at y'all taking all of this way too seriously. We're going to have peace. Because when you have peace, you can think. When you don't have peace, you can't think. People are controlling you. That's how you know. It's like I was saying the other day. We're not laughing at you. We're not laughing at you. If you think we're laughing, we're not. My friends and I. They, shut up. Stop it. No, we laughing at them. I got friends like they're joking. When they say, yeah, we know. We like, don't trust Gerard. We laughing at you. You stupid. They're not. They don't mean that. They're not cruel. Don't be cruel. Bobby Brown song. I think that was before we smoked crack. Don't be cruel. My friends ain't cruel. We're laughing at who the elite made you. Not laughing at you. We're laughing at the outrage that they put in you as an adult, and you know better. Not laughing at you. We're laughing because we want you back. That's what we want. We want you back. We want you back to fighting the power and raging against the machine, planning for the future. We want you back in the lion pride. So nobody's laughing at you. We just think the outrage is it's pretty damn funny. It's pretty funny. It actually is. If you really think about it, people get upset. Like think about it like this. You know how you get upset? Somebody take things too personal. Not get people they get real all just mad. Because I grew up as a kid, nobody could take themselves personal. You weren't allowed to. The comedians didn't let nobody take nobody. You just couldn't do it. Robin Williams, get up in you. Shoot, Red Fox, get up in you. Richard Pryor, get up in you. Whoopi Goldberg, before she sold out and went to, where did she go to? No, I said nice. Before she grew up and decided to join the machine instead of fighting the machine. Stop doing cocaine. But nobody could take themselves too seriously. So we grew up a generation of people with thick skin. And we had a lot of peace. Why? Because somebody call your name. Okay, call you out your name. You can get upset. You just, okay, that's what you did. That's what you think. I don't believe that, but you crazy. You know, it's all over with. But now, people get outraged if you just talk about their politician, a leader. And that's crazy, because I'm on this side, I'm like watching them on this side like, y'all taking things too seriously. When somebody says something, you're not supposed to get upset about yourself. You're not supposed to take yourself seriously. We're all supposed to laugh, and we're all like, yeah, that's true. That's, yeah, yeah. Then you say something about their politician, and now they want to fight. At peace. You don't know these people. These people don't know you. These people don't even work for you. These people work in government. It's their job to violate right now because we've lost control of our planet. And I think we have to get it back. We don't get it back being angry. All right, I'm going to go to the comments. and finish my little, but you gotta have peace. You gotta have peace. If you don't have total peace, you will be played all day long. You gotta have peace. Otherwise, we don't get out of this. You gotta just put the okra in the blender and just blend it up and drink. You can vomit later, but right, a little diarrhea later. That's okay. You gotta have peace. You gotta make a smoothie with the current circumstances in your life, and just mix in the good stuff. I have a friend that he said he has a saying. He says you carve out a way for yourself in this world. You gotta carve out a way. You gotta carve out a life. You gotta find your smiles. You gotta find your smiles. What they say is it's all about smiles and cries. That's what life is about. You gotta find more smiles and cries. You find more smiles and cries, you're good. But what I tell people is you want to find your smiles sustainably. You want sustainable smiles. See, I don't think Disney World is a sustainable smile. I don't think trips to Europe every other day, or trips to America, or trips wherever, months worth of vacation, spending all this money at these resorts. I don't think those are sustainable smiles. I don't think you're really even supposed to have those smiles. Me personally, I don't think you should have those ignorant elite getaway smiles when so many kids are crying. I think you put your smiles in sustainable things. I love to go for walks. I love to go for hikes. I love to read books on the beach. I love to grow plants. I found sustainable smiles that don't involve me being complicit with war. They don't involve me being completely complicit in conflict minerals and invasion of other nations and spending lots and lots of money and going to these countries. And you can see they still got the colonial buildings up in freaking Bahamas. Get all the little dark people who live there dressed up in the white uniforms walking around, serve me. No, I don't think that's sustainable. Put your smiles in sustainable places that are sustainable for the world. Put your smiles in places that don't require violation of other people. I know it sounds crazy, doesn't it? I know if you asked me a couple years ago, would I have fun just sitting in the woods staring at a log with some moss and the bugs that are crawling on it? I'd say you's crazy. I love doing that today. It's funny when you slow down and you have peace and you just sit and observe something, where you can find peace. I think it's a violation. Those in Michigan, they were turning people's water off. I think that's a violation. I think that's war. I think if you have a human being with children that live in a building and water comes in and those kids need that water to live, and you know after 3 days human beings die if they don't have water, to me that's just as bad as y'all starving and the famine in Yemen right now. That's a violation. That's war. You don't ever turn off anybody's water. You don't turn off their power neither. If people need light and heat and cold and whatever, these organizations, this is what I'm saying, they shouldn't exist. None of this. None of this infrastructure, none of it should exist. That's all war. None of that is peace. But I think you got to have peace to even see that. I think if you're angry, you can't see that. If you're angry, you can't picture a little kid in Gaza trying to do his homework by candlelight because you turn the lights off because you think it'll help bring about some mental illness and make them violent so you can get more weapons and more money and grab more land. Peace. You gotta have peace. And you gotta step away from anybody who wants to violate. Remove all of your support, Rebecca. Remove all your votes. I'll get in trouble for that one. Remove all your votes from violent people. So yeah, Nikki Haley is a war criminal. She's affiliated with war criminals. She's associated with war criminals, and so is everybody in the Obama administration. Don't be upset with me because I said this a long time ago. I wanted to give Trump a chance. I try to give everybody a chance. I still give him a chance. I still give Obama a chance. I give everybody a chance. People can come back. But while they're beholden currently to no peace in the world, no peace at home, no peace with their neighbors, no peace with other nations, then I can't support them. It's like another good example would be, and I know I'm going to comments. I got a couple of examples. There were some interesting things this morning, all linking together. Where was it? Australia. So they're protesting the Australia Opera House. You know, the famous structure of the Opera House. They've got the lights and flashing on it so they can't show the advertisement because they want to do racing, horse racing. Did y'all see that? I'll post a link. You want to watch it? So they're protesting because they're saying horse racing is abuse of animals. It promotes abuse of animals. Is that true? Does horse racing, is horse racing a violation against animals? It's a good question. But I always like to think about the bigger picture. Think about it from a national level. What is racing nations? Because you're training the horse, you're whipping the horse, you make it run faster, you're beating the horse, don't let it run free in the field, like the little Disney Mustang movies, the horse movies. I love those movies. We grew up with Black Beauties, different movies. You take the human, whip them, teach them how to run around the track, teach them how to go to college, teach them how to get a job. Doesn't run fast enough, you whip them, put them in prison, slap them with a fine, doesn't make enough money, turn off his water. See, train that horse, run around the track real good. Train him in the military to hold a gun, train him to look the other way, put him in boot camp, make him a good racer. Send him to Afghanistan, teach him how to murder, teach her how to murder. You won't ever get people to give a damn about animal abuse and horse racing. You can't get people to give a damn about human abuse and nation racing. We race nations right now. You're in your nation, I'm in my nation. We're fighting with these GDPs, and I ask this question, what actually is a GDP? We rate the nations by GDP, not how many suicides occur, not how many live in poverty, not how many kids starve, not how many wars they don't get into, not how many bases they don't have around the world. We rate nations in GDP. Why? Because we're greedy bastards. We actually allow a number of how well the banks and how well the greed is going. Not how well it's distributed, not how well the people are doing, not how sick you're not making them, not how minimally people have mental illness and depression. We rate nations on the complete wrong thing. And so we're in this greed race. We're just running around this track. I'm not saying don't go to Australia, sit in front of the Opera House with a light. If that's what you're doing, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying think peace. If we don't have enough peace where we can work with each other, where we can agree that race and nations is a bad idea because of the human abuse that occurs, people eat your horse. They won't give a damn about the horse. They will beat the hell out of the horse, race around the track, and eat it, and then eat a human. Because that's what nation racing actually is. You may not be eating it from a cannibalistic perspective, but you are definitely killing the people and taking their resources. Might as well be cannibalism. Same thing. All right, anyway, what do we got? Trump fired her from lying to him because they don't agree. Okay. And pretending she's leaving. Okay, they do that all the time, Blue Lady. They do that. They do that in corporate America, where they'd fire you and they try to save face and come up with this. So you know what? I don't really do politics. I'm not a politic person. I don't care about, well, it's not I don't care. We have to co-opt the politics and we have to sit them down because there's nothing that's political in the world. There's nothing significant that's political. So people who don't get it, they'll come in sometimes like, you're talking politics. You're always talking politics. Like, no, none of this is politics. I'm a hippie. I don't give a damn about your politics. I don't care about your parties. I don't care about your left or your rights. I just don't want you violating my life. I don't want you violating my kids' life. I don't want you violating other nations. As long as you're violating, you're paying for rape and you're giving people guns to kids and all of this stuff, none of it's politics. You don't get to have a voice as a politician. Not in a world where people actually are sentient and have peace and don't want to violate others. None of this is politics. This is all about being human. This is human class. We got a lot of people running around here in adult bodies acting like really, really bad children. All right, go to comments now. Whew. Okay, that was a rough one. Gotta talk about peace, because I like I said, I had peace. I'm good with it. Yeah. I found peace in my life, and I put my peace in a place where you don't get to touch it. I put my smiles in places that are sustainable in my life. I just don't think the model of the world is a good one. Yeah. And so I'll use as much of that peace I can to think about and think with people who want to think about how do we fix the world that you make a lot of money violating other people. Michelle wants that link. Michelle, I'm not sure which link that was, but I always go back and post the links after the video. I'm about to wrap it up. Not sure any of us still have a Constitution Bill of Rights since implementation of the Patriot Act. No, Brother Don, we do not have freedom in America. And a lot of people who come here will tell you that. They come here like, oh, hell no, I want to go home. This is not a free country. One of the men that's barbecuing is now on the Parks Commission. Oh, is he Brother Gene? That's y'all back in Linda. Yeah, all right. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Make peace with Kavanaugh. Yes, Mary, make peace with Kavanaugh. Y'all make peace with Cavi. Did you see? Did y'all see the protest? I was watching one of the protest things. They was out there yelling and screaming. One of the speakers got on the mic and said, "Yeah, we gotta stop Kavanaugh." And she said, "Yeah, we're out here, and he probably hates it right now." Something like that. Like, yeah, he's probably nervous. He's pissed off right now. Yeah, Kavanaugh doesn't like our protest. And I was like, no, Kavanaugh didn't give a damn. Kavanaugh could care less. While you're outside protesting, I bet you Kavanaugh is sitting somewhere right now with the lobbyists, with the Democrats, and all the other leaders being written into what he's supposed to do. This is the game. All right. You fool them over there. Y'all fool them over there. We give you this money, and this is your job. Not worried about Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh just joined a whole big group of other people just like him. They hate your rights. They don't care about you. They don't hate you. You're just insignificant. Their money comes from Wall Street. Their money comes from big corporations that bought the country. So Kavanaugh's not even a thing. Make peace with it. He's going to do what all the rest of them do, which is not listen to you. Okay, that's what Brother Don said. He's going to do what all the rest of them do and not honor any of your Constitution or Bill of Rights like everybody else. That's why I don't get into Kavanaugh discussion, because what's the point of being upset with Kavanaugh when you need to be upset with your entire Supreme Court? Pointless. Let's keep down, see what I missed. We got it here. Focus on what matters, not what they are convincing you matters. Division at every turn. Exactly, Nicole, and that's the whole point. Focus on what really matters. If life matters to you, if not murdering children matters to you, then focus on that. If you really don't like people being raped, focus on that. This is human. We are in a human rights apocalypse, and they just want you to talk politics. So everything on the media, everything in the news is about politics, not human rights. Why in the world are we talking about Brother Jamal Khashoggi? Because he was a famous journalist, and they have to talk about him because everybody else is talking about him. Michael Hastings, who? Seth Rich, who? What? Gandhi, who? Martin Luther King, what? Because you force them to talk about things that matter. As long as you're up there clapping, they keep talking about things that matter no one bits. When you stop clapping, you start booing your politician. See, like, here's an example. I used to hire people. This is what I used to do. I used to bring people into the organization. I didn't bring them in and be their best cheerleader. It's like how you vote for politicians if you think you're putting politicians in office. If I brought somebody into the corporation, I'd be their best cheerleader and I'd be their worst critic at the same time. You know why? Because if I hire someone, I bring you in, I attach my integrity to you. I vouch for you. When you vote for somebody, you're vouching for that person. So you want to begin to critique the person. Your integrity is on the line. You want to watch the person. You should be the number one watcher. Right now, if you voted for the person that's running your country, you should be the number one group watching the hell out of them. Not the number one group breaking them because you're clapping for everything that they do. It's how you break a politician. That's how you break a Nikki Haley. That's how you broke her. That's how they broke Obama, and that's how they're breaking Trump right now. When you clap, when you give blind support, corporations will buy them and send them off any other direction because they know that you're gaslit and they own you. When you start booing the people that you bring into this organization, United States Corporate of the Empire of the Earth, that's when that person has to do what you say. But if you clap for everything because you're scared of the other people that you're supposed to have peace with, the other poor people who are being oppressed with you, then you can actually get somewhere. There's a time to witness and there's a time to act. Yes, Rebecca, and everybody disagrees on what those times are. I think now's the time to witness. I don't think now's the time to act. I don't think enough people get it. I don't think enough people are smelling the coffee. You know, too many people are drinking the Kool-Aid. Right now is not a time. We don't have the numbers. Right now is the time to be like this. Just lay back with the lions. I was telling you today. I'm some gazelle, man. You want a rabbit or something? I don't know. I'm gonna wait till the giraffe come along. I saw this nice, sexy, fat giraffe the other day. Oh, I can just see my teeth. Yeah, we're gonna wait till the giraffe comes. We're not gonna mess around with no rabbits or nothing. There's a time to get up. And then there's a time to sit back. And just like, okay, they let them go ahead and chase them little rabbits. They're gonna chase half the bad guys. They're gonna chase the left, they're not gonna chase the right. They're gonna just chase the right, not gonna chase the left. Nah, we're gonna lay back. We're gonna laugh at y'all. We're gonna wait for the real, we're gonna wait for the big dog to come out. We're gonna wait for the Rothschilds to come. We're gonna wait for George Soros. We're gonna wait for somebody who's actually significant in any decision that's made in the world, not the politicians that are just doing jobs for those people. We're not gonna get outraged about that. Just be. All will be as it will be. Just be. Yes, Jamie, exactly. Please tell them selflessness is the way. Just be. Just be. Now is not the time. Just be. In the street. I'm not saying don't go to Australia and protest the animal rights. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying don't go protest. All right, I am saying go to a protest. I am saying that. Protest something that matters. Protest human life. If you're standing next to people who have no respect for human life, then maybe you're at the wrong protest. You're at the Kavanaugh protest because you don't think he respects women. You're standing next to the Democrat leadership that don't give a damn about women either. What are you really doing? What are you doing? What are you thinking? You protest that matters. Peace be still in the midst of chaos. Yes, Tanya, peace be still. Just be still. Be still, baby. Just be still. We got this. Just be still. Relax. It's not time. Your spouse comes home, working a hard day, outraged, angry, upset. What do? Come home, start slamming stuff, slam down the umbrella, a little upset, slam the laptop down. You already know. You're just sitting back on the sofa like, oh, Lord. You're just trying to watch The Simpsons. Like, oh, Lord. Goodness gracious. Jesus. These are all examples, by the way, because I'm not married. I'm sorry. But these are examples. I love messing with married people. Just, yeah, did you get up and you start fighting with your spouse? You know, you just try and curl your hair. He come in, start slamming, starting like, oh, Lord, I know you messing with his boss. You got it pissed off. Now I got to deal with this. You know, you don't get an attitude. What do? Well, you might get an attitude, but you, all right, listen. All right. Just, you start calculating. Lay down with the line. Just lay down, think about it. All right, if I get up and I start fussing with this woman, it's going to be a long night. I ain't going to get me none. She ain't going to make no dinner, and it's not going to happen. She's going to spit in my tea or something. You think about, if I get up and I start fighting with this idiot, then he's going to start yelling, screaming, hitting walls, doing stupid stuff. They're going to call the police. It's just going to be a mess. And you think about it. Think out your plan. All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to stay calm. I'm going to give him a kiss. I'm going to go give him a hug. I'm not going to outrage with him. I'm going to say, you know what? Yeah, your boss is just wrong. You know, you did the TPS reports right. You always do a good job. I know you are. You always do that, baby. Yes, you're strong, you're smart, you're tall, you're beautiful. You know, you have to say, oh, baby, I don't know what happened. They ain't respect you down at the firm for a long time. You just start shaking that love out there. Think about the long term. Think about the long term. Have a strategy. That's why I say every day, what's my strategy in this peace, be still, and chaos when the spouse come home? Think about the long term. How you want to go to sleep at night? You want to go to sleep and like sleep real good next to somebody spooning? Or you want to go to sleep at night thinking about this? She's going to cut my throat in the middle of the night. She's going to take this out on me. Think about the long term. Think about the automation economy. Robots is coming. Peace is the lack of fear. Yes, you can't have any fear in peace. You can't have any fear with peace. Not total peace. You can't have any fear. Hey, gamers. Not getting out of it right. I'm not sure what that means, Brenda. I'm sorry, sister. Measure how many tears. Measure how many tears you cry for others. Ooh. Do you cry for others? I weep for others. You gotta weep for others. That's not a shake in your peace. It's just showing that you're a human being. You don't get up on the stage and like these war criminals in Washington and don't give two damns about the things that we do. Show no tears for anybody. The people you funneling weapons to. They have desensitized us to the horrors of their greedy capitalistic war machine. Yes, they have, Deborah. We are completely desensitized and we don't care and we don't shed any damn tears. That's why I ain't getting up. So I'm laying like this. I'm just laying down. I'm just watching. Time to get up. I don't see how Trump is bad. He is a globalist. He is for the United States. Well, Blue Lady 22, I'll tell you this is what I see. I see as an American president, you're not allowed to not be a globalist. I see him doing the same foreign policy Obama did, which is the same foreign policy Bush did. The only thing different I think about Trump, Blue Lady, is he doesn't have the filters that they have. He's not as slick. He wasn't a lawyer. He's not selling like death and murder and destruction in a great way. I think every now and then he'll slip and he says some human things because he's not trained as a lawyer to lie really, really, really well. And so he'll go to Russia and he'll say things like, oh, our security agencies lost all the emails. Russia, y'all don't do that. He'll say something that's true, but he'll come home and they pull him in. And I think people have to pay attention to that. That's why I don't speak in terms of Trump. I think that's useless. I speak in terms of Washington. When Washington does something good, I'll say that's good. They do something bad, I'll say that's bad. But you will never get me on anybody's identity. I'll never put my integrity, I'll never attach it to anybody's identity. I see globalism, colonialism, and dominating the world from every single president. Every single president. I sat right there while the Obama people, oh, he's not going to be a globalist. He's going to bring peace and freedom and democracy. And I just saw warplanes flying and babies being eviscerated. Seeing the same thing now. Obama dropped 18 bombs a day. And if he was a globalist, Trump is now dropping 22. Because I don't think they make their own decisions. That's why I don't blame anybody. I just say the problem is us. It's not them. They're being told what to do by the same people because they're doing the same thing. And it's because we have no control of our government. That's why we got to have peace. We got to stop fighting and outraging with each other. We have to start looking between the cracks of the matrix and realizing that we don't control any of this. And we need to get back control of it. Or our kids won't have any peace at all. They're all on the same team, not because they're all on the same team, but because the job requires they be violators. They be haters of peace. Labels are lazy. Yes, they are, Michelle. They're lazy and they're designed to control people. Labels are designed, in my opinion, labels are designed to take an intellectual human being, somebody capable of empathy, peace, critical thought, and turn them into a bumbling idiot. And it does a great job. It's just human fencing. That's all it is. They're farming humans. I say it all the time. We're being farmed. They're farming us. And they do it because they give us labels. They convince you that you're in this pride or that pride or that pride. Meanwhile, there's one human pride. You know, we're at a global level and we're not in control of anything. I was listening to some of the scientists are now coming forward saying we shouldn't be messing with CERN right now. We shouldn't be colliding together atoms. I don't know how true that is. Talking about how they can open a black hole, but we can't stop it. We have no control over that. We don't want American kids to go murder other kids and we want to feed the world. We can't do that because right now the job is to violate and make money. We have to have peace with where we are right now and have discussions on an adult level without any outrage to talk about how do we restrain the violators of the world, the war criminals. I wish my people would have left me in Sicily. Oh, Helen. Well, you know, but you got to have peace with that, Helen. Got to have peace. Wherever you are, you got to have peace with it. Democrats cast the deciding vote for Kavanaugh. Oh, stop playing. Did they, Rod? That is hilarious. That's hilarious. But I love it. It's delicious and nutritious. Supposed to chew that up. Chew it up. They get you in the street yelling, screaming, Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh! And they did the deciding vote. Gotta watch it. Watch them. Watch your elite. They're playing you. They're playing me. And they're violating the entire planet because they've convinced you that they are someone who they say they aren't. They're doing a job. Their job is to violate. Their job is death, destruction, and to get you up and to be outraged at half of the problem. Don't be that silly. Anyway, Gerard, peace be still. Peace to me is meh. I like these kids in their sayings. Meh. Yes, Kavanaugh. Meh. Democrats. Meh. Immigrants. Meh. People need food. Meh. It is where we are right now. Stop killing people. Politics aren't important. Anyway, I gotta go. Y'all, peace be still. Have a wonderful day. Love y'all now.